the conflict of whether union and or association, you don't have any right to support whether government project, whether whatever a particular have. That is conflict. That's conflict of interest. So we are prayer group, like our union. We are not promote any hub. You can profile us. We are not belong to any hub. We belong to all hub. And may I say that nobody can tell any driver where to work and how to work because they are very educated. They have their car and they know where to make their money. Let me just give you an example. Most of the app company came to me. I told them that I cannot promote app. Most of them are fighting me. Maybe I don't want to support them, but it's not. I don't have power to tell driver where to work. I don't because they know where to go and they know where to make their money. So, and let me now come back to the Lagos ride, whatever. Fine, we appreciate that they want to empower people in our industry and beyond our industry, but they should do it in a way that people will not see it in terms of causing problems to other players in the system. That is our argument.
Okay. And it's a very succinctly put argument. Now, I want to stay on PEDPA a little bit. PEDPA is another union that claims to represent drivers as well. The spokesperson was on the show last week, Mr. Ayoade, and he said that PEDPA provided a blueprint and roadmap for how best to handle ride-hailing and that the Lagos Ride Scheme addresses the roadmap. What do you say to that, Ayoade?
Thank you very much. As I rightly said, in any organization, that's what we call ethica. For example, I cannot be a prayer group and now have an interest in a particular app. That one has already put me out as a prayer group. Union or association is a prayer group. We are an independent body, whether government, our company, anybody. Our whole role as a union or an association is to fight for our members. For example, we are fighting Uber now in court. We are fighting Uber and both now in court. That is what we can do. Legally, we want to, fight for our rights. I cannot say because I want to fight Uber or both, I now bring another hub, whether to push Uber out of business or to put both up and not. That's not the function of any association. An association is a prayer group that define accordingly the rules and regulations. Any association or union that now attach itself to a particular app company is non-appointed as a prayer group. He has already tell out his own association, whatever. That is not more association, it's a business venture.
Okay. How do you feel about that, Tohibo?
Absolutely right. Because you cannot say you are a union or association and at the same time you have a particular app there so you are supporting. Try to pull out other app from the feed.
Are they trying to do that?
Yes. That is the reason why I have the Conte. I forgot the way he put in the last week.
Conflict of interest.
No, that is not. I'm not talking about content of inflation. It is the template. I'm with the template right now.
You have the template. May I see it, please?
All right.
Okay, so I am now looking at the template. So what template am I looking at right now?
If you don't go from the beginning, you're not able to understand. Let me break it down.
Okay.
If you look at number 1 there, you will see soft loan.
Okay. Okay. So down here, soft loan, car leasing plan.
And
so let me understand what I'm looking at. This template was given by PEDPA to LAG, right?
That is what they claim as a template.
Okay.
So when they brought out this template, we were glad because we are fed up with the way Uber and Bolt were dealing with us.
Okay.
And I make a statement to Idris and the people around him. I said that who is more intelligent with God's word after God is the devil. Do devil obey the word? No. So it is easy for you to bring out this template for people to come under you. But we know how Nigeria works. That was the reason why we were hammering, give all a counterpart agreement that we back up the template for eventuality, which Idris Shonuga refused till date. So this template right now, how it work is this. You know, I call a radio this station when there was strike, and I said that the plan of Idris Shonuga is for him, all app company, to be paying 5%. It's on this platform. Yeah, it's for the app.
I remember that call.
It's for the app company to be paying 5% commission to the wallet under the platform of Pepper to be managed. And I said that even before we realized that Idris have embezzled money contributed among Pepper member, and even the episode, the write-up was even published by Joseph, which is the PRO. He drove this guy away. Then they now reconciled. Before he reconciled with this guy have already written that write-up, making analysis on how they contributed about 5 million, which Idris Shonuga cannot give accountability up to date. And I said that if you cannot give accountability of 5 million, just 5 million compared to 20,000 driver, you now manage 5% commission. So how are you going to run that? That was the reason why people said, I am fighting him. I am not fighting him. All what we are asking for, make this thing work fine. You now call out yourself association. You have an app. He brought out a particular app which I don't want to mention. He left that app, went to another app before this Lagos right now. So that has been our agitation, that you cannot call yourself as an association and at the same time promoting an app, trying to frustrate other app. And I'm very happy right now that I was able to know some certain thing that is going on already. Lagos State right now, you make a word that they forcing us. Yes, they are forcing us right now with the policy that the Lagos State government have set up. That is the reason why I am here. Drivers are here to cry out to our governor to listen to us, because now if you said that from 2006 downward car will no longer be accepted on that app company, then majority of cars out of 20,000 cars in Lagos, you can find 2006 downward 15,000 of the cars. So if you are not saying that you are not going to accept 2006 downward, so what are you telling us? Automatically you are frustrating us for us not to have a choice than to go and accept the offer which we are against right now. As I speak to you right now, I have an evidence that Uber have sent that message that from year, that is 2006 downward, that they are not going to accept that car anymore. The first one we received was from Ghana. And I said on the platform, the WhatsApp I belong, I said that whatever you see in Ghana, whatever you see in US, they are going to operate also with that in Nigeria here, because why? Uber have a standard. So you can say the reason why I said that we know how they operate. So automatically they are frustrating us.
Lagos, join the conversation. You're my third guest. If you're not a driver but you have thoughts on this subject, please go ahead and give us a call. 0700-993-993. There's a question I asked last week. It's a question I'm asking yet again. The scheme is not compulsory. It is voluntary. So if the money is too high or the terms are too bad, shouldn't drivers like Ohibo simply ignore it? What's the problem here? It's a question I'm asking to you drivers who are listening as well, who will find somewhere nice to park before you call me. 01465-7190 for women, 0700 993 for men. We don't have WhatsApp, so don't send me a message on WhatsApp. If you have any message for me, send it to us on Facebook, please. Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3. Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3, or comment on our live stream on YouTube. YouTube is Nigeria Info FM. We've got someone on the line. I don't know how to say your name. Please teach me how to pronounce your name.
My name is Beshenanyo.
Okay, good to have you on the show. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Sandra, you are missing some because the taxi driver, I belong to Yellow Cab Association.
Okay.
And you know we are the origin of the job in Lagos.
Okay.
And anytime you call on these new people that come out in 2014, people, you don't used to call us to the issue also. And we have been feeling the pain concerning the app. This is e-healing or whatever they call themselves. We are feeling the pain since 2014 that they came, but we couldn't shout out to Lagosians to hear our voice. Because people are not ready to hear our voice. But now that Lagos State is coming out with brand new vehicle, that they now open another app. So the e-healing driver, they now see that what they did to us in 2014, so it's now back to them now. So they are now crying. So, but we will still join hands together to appeal to government. Not that the vehicle that they brought that we are not interested in, but the only thing we are at fault over there is that the price of the vehicle is still in the high side to us.
Okay.
We, especially we yellow cab in Lagos State, yellow taxi driver. That is the problem we have concerning in Lagos now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
thank you so much for calling and sharing your thoughts with us. We appreciate it. 99.3, hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Thank you for calling. What's your name, sir?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? No. Oh, that person seems to be on the road. Call back if you can. 99.3, hello?
Hello?
Thank you for calling. What's your name, sir?
Okay, my name is Zori Koya.
Okay, good to have you on the show.
Yeah, welcome. I want to ask, I'm a member of FEDPA.
Okay.
And I want to ask Mr. John Happiness a few questions.
Okay.
Mr. John Happiness, you said FEDPA is not a union. Is NUPA W a union?
PEPA is an association. Why NUPA is a union?
Hold on.
You'll address his points.
That's the first question. My second question is that you don't kill other associations to impose yours on us, as PEPA had not imposed any association on anybody. If PEPA had agreed with Lagos right, it's for its members. You understand? And we find Lagos right as something that is aligned with what we wanted for our members. You understand? And anytime you want to prove a point, please don't prove it from the surface. Go deep to the root so that you can get out, the finishing touches. Because what you are saying, it shows that you don't really know anything about FEDPA. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. We've got 3 minutes. Do you want to say something, Mr. John? Because that question was for you.
Regarding to the question he's asked me, when you have a conflict of interest is any organization, he brought a lot of questions. We are, just like Mr. Ayode have said, NUPA is a union that have been fighting for drivers since 2018.
Okay.
Non associating themselves with any app company.
Okay.
Now you are a member, you are a paper who claim to represent driver and full with lies. And I'll give you an example. Kola Wale said they have about 60,000 drivers. According to statistics, we have 20,000 drivers and the one operating on feed 15,000. So why are you coming with a particular app? If you said Uber and Bolt is not good for you, all what you have to do is to set up an app that you know is okay by you. As I speak to you right now, even that guy that I just called right now is working either with Uber and Bolt. Where is the app they promoted? So now, if we are going to look at it the way it's up to, if I am association, I will know I am association. If I'm an app owner, I will know I am app owner. If I'm app promoter, I will know I'm app promoter. So when you are a promoter, let people know who you are. Not that what is making some of us to be angry with PEPA? They were the one who gave wrong information to the government. And it was through Idri, this same PEPA, that we came across with Lagos badge. Any information for the government, it will first of all come from Idri Shonuga. The issue of last right came from Idris before the government comes up. So why not giving a right information about this e-hailing app than for you giving lies all because of what you want to get?
All right, hold that thought. We have Ayode Ibrahim here. Ayode Ibrahim is the president of the National Union of Professional App-Based Transport Workers. And I've got a driver for e-hailing companies on the show with me. His name is John Happiness Ohibo. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. You are listening to Balogun and Broad. Balogun and Broad is the realest business show on radio. We talk about businesses of all sizes, and we talk about how the issues in the news affect these businesses. And today we're talking about Lagos Ride. Lagos Ride is a new scheme by the Lagos State government. How do taxi drivers feel about it? We'll take a break. We'll be right back, and we'll keep talking on 99.3.
For those who want to make the right choices every day, choices that bring out the sparkle in you, and those that are inspired by you. The new Nestle Pure Life Sparkling Water is made just for you. So go ahead and get your sparkle on with the new Nestle Pure Life Sparkling Water.
top 10K.
See you! With that 10K, I go get router with up to 240 gigabyte extra in the Airtel all-time mega offer.
You don't mean it.
For real, even with 5K, you'll get a MiFi with up to 125 gigabyte extra. But you have to hurry while offer lasts.
Mean everyone can own a device this season.
You get it!
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Are you looking for a reliable plumber? Wondering where to book your next massage? Or do you just need a piano teacher for your children? Then simply follow these 3 easy steps. Step 1, download the Kai Help user app. Step 2, create an account and enter your profile. Step 3, create a payment wallet. And voila! Just like that, you've entered a world of limitless access to diverse service providers. Whatever your needs are, we're here to help. Kaya Help, limitless possibilities.
Feed their amazing with Golden Penny Amazing Day Instant Cereal. Amazing Day contains the power of 4 for strong bones, sharp eyes, and a healthy belly. Golden Penny Amazing Day Instant Cereal. Feed their amazing.
No matter where you go, no matter how we be, I go always there for you. Anything where you chop for, whatever you drink, oh, I cannot eat it back for you. All I ask in return is that you treat me a little better. Toilet cleaner, my hygiene now your own, no. Toilet cleaner, it's a win-win for me and you, so make we win, no.
Hello, Mrs. Martins.
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, how may I help you?
Junior's body temperature is high, and he's complaining about headaches and body aches.
Not to worry. Get Bruston and suspension.
Okay, ma, I'll call you back.
Bruston End Suspension for Children is a sweet-tasting brand of ibuprofen which provides relief against toothache, pains, and fever in children after 30 minutes.
Hello, ma. Oh, Junior, stop that.
Is everything okay, Mrs. Johnson?
Yes, ma. Junior is fine now. In fact, Junior, sorry, ma. I'll call you back.
Bruston End Suspension for Children. Always take the product after meal. If symptoms persist after 2 days, consult your doctor. A quality product from Rambaxay.
for basketball and the grit I built as I learned the sport. The rejections taught me to keep fighting. The long hours taught me discipline. Knockdowns taught me to bounce back. And those unexpected victories that taught me never to give up.
Nourish and energize your kids with Milo Active Go to help them succeed in sports. Because the grit they learn in sports, they keep for life. Milo, energy to go further.
For those who want to make the right choices every day, choices that bring out the sparkle in you, and those that are inspired by you. The new Nestle Pure Life Sparkling Water is made just for you. So go ahead and get your sparkle on with the new Nestle Pure Life Sparkling Water.
When opportunity knocks, Doreen answers. It rolls up its sleeves and gets down to business. Doreen, it doesn't cry over yesterday's mistakes. It moves. Nothing ever gets done without someone doing. So, what are we doing today? MTN.
If you get business, na rain money business loan sure. You no go pay any money for the first 4 weeks. And once you clear the balance, your next loan will reach 99% more money with interest rate way better pass. Just enter internet, type rainmoney.com or call 0700 5500. Need money? Rain money.
In only 1 year, our innovation and technologically driven app, A2, has helped provide truck parking solutions and other services, which has reduced traffic congestion at the Apapa Port in Lagos.
In only a year.
We have helped in reducing costs of moving cargo in and out of the state.
In only a year.
We have proven that together, there is more that can be achieved.
As we celebrate our 1-year anniversary, Trucks Transit Park TTP would like to thank the Nigerian Ports Authority, the Lagos State Government, and the entire maritime family for making this journey successful.
We are driven by innovation and the desire to change the landscape of traffic management in Nigeria and Africa. Why don't you check us out? Visit www.ttp.com.ng.
Trucks Transit Parks TTP.
Changing the future of transport management.
Does so much in a day. I don't want him to miss any of the fun and learning. That's why I give him Good Life Magic, the nourishing fruit drink enriched with the goodness of vitamin C and glucose that keeps him active and complements my school meals.
Magic!
Good Life Magic. Taste the magic of good life.
When opportunity knocks, Doreen answers. It rolls up its sleeves and gets down to business. Doreen, it doesn't cry over yesterday's mistakes. It moves. Nothing ever gets done without someone doing. So, what are we doing today? MTN.
You are listening to your #1 station for talk.
Your #1 station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. We are talking on the realest business show on radio. It's called Balogun and Broad on Hard Facts.
If you earn a living, you probably own a business, work for one, or want to start one. Business is central to your life. But do most business shows really speak to you?
Today on the show, the $1 billion valuation of
Balogun and Broad does. Let's talk about the stock market and Alaba market. Let's talk about share IPOs and diesel supply LPOs. Let's talk about Broad Street.
The Nigerian Stock Exchange recorded an all-time high of...
And Balogun Street.
The maximum I will spend on fuel to and fro was 4,000.
On Balogun and Broad, Wednesdays at 5.
It's 5:37. I've got the president of the National Union of Professional App-Based Transport Workers, Ayade Ibrahim, on the show. I also have John Happiness Ohibo, a driver with e-hailing apps. He's back on the show from last week, Wednesday. And a question I asked before we went on a break is a question I'm asking again. This scheme isn't compulsory. It is voluntary. Mr. Ibrahim on the phone, if the money is too high or the terms are too bad, shouldn't drivers in your union simply ignore it? What's the problem here, Mr. Yade?
The problem is, thank God that our father, they start this job more than us. If we don't have experience they have, they told us now in the program that the project is too high for them to cope with, to see how this thing is being done. And apart from that, we have not had any issues to the policy or to the lag right if it's not attached with the state government. You know, they have power, they have everything. They can send bill to state assembly today, tomorrow they can implement law. For example, we are talking about whether it's compulsory or not compulsory. Let me tell you the law of commercial taxi in Lagos State. As at now, as I'm talking to you now, if the Lagos State want to implement that law, it's only lag right car will remain on the road. You can see the reason why we are making noise now. So, and if there's a policy that is not conformity with the citizen of the state, at least the government needs to look at it and see the larger society benefit, not certain individual. So that is what we are seeing. Even from beginning since last year, I've been advised Lagos State government concerned to bring the car. First, there's a lot of congestion in Lagos State already. Second, there is a bad road everywhere. Third, our e-any industry is not regulated the way it's supposed to regulate. Today, when we fight front and back, thank God you are picturing of everything. We are paying 2020 naira on the road today. So now, at the end of the day, all the regulations they did, I'm supposed to say it, it's not benefit the citizens, people like us. You only benefit the IDR of Lagos State and half company. Is it supposed to be like that? If a citizen is making noise, it's the responsibility of government to look at the problem critical, not to inflict more pain to Nigerians. That is my point. Because I am in picture of everything. In fact, before even the people that give them templates today, before they deal with Lagos State, have been dealing with them since 2018. There's a lot of write-up we write there that when the government is not continued, that is the problem we have. We have some assault policies here and there. I'm not here to castigate anybody. I can be in a position of governor tomorrow. I'm not here to bring anybody down. And as a citizen, when we are suffering, we need to tell our government. And it's a responsibility of the government to listen to citizens that these people are crying for help. In any industry, we need help. We need good policy. We need good roads. And we need average cars that we can use to make money for our family. Thank God, gig economy have a lot of graduates. And we thank God and we're proud about the job we are doing. But what we are not proud of today is because we are not getting the money we're supposed to get. You know, our security, safety, and everything.
You know, last week, Petpa was on the show, and he, Kolawale Aina, talked about a difference between the real taxi drivers in Lagos and the so-called new people who mostly use the platforms. What do you think he was referring to, Mr. Ayade? And is this a common sentiment in the driver community?
No. They are our father. See, I explained something in one of the radio on Friday that gig economy bring dynamic to the system. It bring new innovation to the system. We are using app. Our father is using what do they call it? Whether physical or whatever. But we are using app. That's what makes our job unique and dynamic. We use algorithm. We use GPS. These are the things that is embedded in our own system, which our father does not have opportunity by then. And we don't even know more than them. But the only thing that helps us is that we know technology more than them. We use technology to do the job. So to me, we are not different in terms of experience. They are our father, we cannot put them as. In fact, most of yellow guys that they bought a new car, they have joined us already in this system. Some of them in our union, they give us the experience from the time of their day and to migrate to the system that we are doing now. So we cannot put them aside.
Okay. John, there was something that Kolawole mentioned last week, and it's been on my mind since last week. He said that, there are 3 people who will pay for the lease of the car, to use the car as drivers at a time. And a question popped into my head, but I forgot to ask it last week. So at the end of the lease to own
the car.
a year, by the time you finish paying your lease, who then owns the car?
That is the reason why you see a lot of people are against what they are doing. Because if you don't make your foundation solid, no matter what you do, it will collapse. That details 3 driver driving a car, not Molue, not a commercial bus. You can see the plan of the Lagos State government under the Lagos Ride. If 3 people are driving a particular car, one car, at the end of the day, you said the 3 drivers are going to be profiled. And you are going to be seeing the picture and the car details and everything coming to come and pick you. But at the end of paying that car after 4 years, who owns that car? The detail is not given. Till now. That was what we were expecting from them. Make your plan known to people. Let know where you belong. Not only that, he also measure making sharing a ride within 3 riders.
Yes.
We are having problem managing one rider in my car. You are now saying that I should manage 3 riders at a time. When you know that Lagos State is hurrying place. You are all in haste. You now said when a particular rider requests for you, after picking that rider, you will not go to point B, you go and pick to another one, you will not go to another one. Why? Because they, according to him, the money basic fare is 1,000. Why Bolt and Uber is 600, 500. So we not tell them it's not how far, it's how way.
Okay, the next 15 minutes of this show is brought to you by Unicaf. Unicaf is a leading online education platform. We'll tell you more about Unicaf as we go along, but I want to bring Lagos into the conversation. Lagos as a neutral person, as a rider of these taxes. You're hearing these things. What do you think? 99.3, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling. I'm very well, thank you.
My name is from Kofo. I'm a member of FETA. I'm also a driver.
All right. Welcome, Kofo.
Thank you very much. Number one, I want to debunk what they said about who is going to own the car.
Okay.
After the payment of the car, you are the owner of your car. The 3 people that are going to drive the car, the person that is registered, you have 2 other people with you to drive because you may be tired. You may be. I quite agree that we are clamoring for good roads, good infrastructure, and all that. But that does not mean that, okay, we don't have anybody to give us cars to ride for now. I am riding my own car. I don't have issues. How about we say we are fighting for every driver on the street? If we are fighting for every driver on the street, it means that we want them to also own their car. The car is, the opportunity is a drive to own. Do you understand? So I want it to be clear. That aside, I would also like to state at this point that whatever it is that happiness is saying, please, I want to crave your indulgence to give Petca that opportunity to come on air.
We did. They were on air last week. They were on air last week, and we also offered them an invitation to be back this week.
Personal issue. If you notice, they have been saying Idris. Idris is the president of PETPA, but at the same time, we PETPA have a whole lot of people, more than 20,000 drivers.
Right.
Do you understand what I am saying? We
Right.
have female drivers.
Right.
We have male drivers.
Right.
Anyway, to the point of this, and the point I will also want to make is that FEDPA actually fights for the welfare. We have cooperatives, we have SMO, we have insurance that caters for the drivers. It is only FEDPA, even this NUPA W, they are saying, if anything happens, it is FEDPA that they call on. I can't remember the number of times I've had to leave my work just to be able to rescue drivers from the hands of LASMA police officers and different things that we even pay with our money, just for drivers, to have one voice. If we keep going the way of happiness, the way it's going, I don't know him, he doesn't know me, but I hear his voice. If we keep going like that, then there can't be any, if there is disunity. Even ordinary bike people, they have one voice. Do you understand what I am saying?
All right,
you bring
cool.
your opinion, I bring my opinion. You don't debunk others. You don't talk down on others, on other people's ideas. Do you understand?
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Kofo. We appreciate it. Lagos, if you just tuned in, the next 15 minutes on this show brought to you by UNICAF. UNICAF is a leading education platform for those who want to get a degree abroad. You're looking for an MBA, you're looking for a master's degree, you're looking for a bachelor's. UNICAF is the organization to help you with that. We'll take a quick break. We'll get a message or two from UNICAF and we'll come back and we'll keep taking your calls. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili.
This March, UNICAF joins forces with the Nigerian British Chamber of Commerce and Women in Leadership Organization.
You can get that opportunity to help yourself, your friends.
As users. Ayade, how do you feel about that arrangement?
That arrangement is not okay. Let's be sincere to ourselves, and I will prove it with 3 points. You say 2 people will drive a car, you say people will get a loan from the bank, and then you say people will be delivered almost 9,000 per day. Because they are looking for the people that will be sick. See, we need to get good example from the government established whether business or whatever. Labor law says that we should use 8 hours to work. Out of that 8 hours, you have 1 hour for a break. You give somebody a car that he should drive, and you bring other people. Now tell me how that car will be last. That's number one. Number two, when they finish, somebody that suffer for you to gain the car, are you want to give part of the 2 car in the front for that person or the back 2 tire to that person? All these things we know how it will end. It will not end very well. If I'm working for you now, Sandra, and I know you will be the person to be owner of the car, how do you want me to feel? So it's very clear. That one is no go area. It's not an excuse. Secondly, how can you say I should go and get 1.8 million naira from the bank? That means I will prepare for the car, parallel loan to the bank too. And I will still be paid 25% as the commission. Out of it, I have to deliver 9,000 naira per day. And at the end of the day, that car may not even come to my side because I may not finish it. And the major problem is that if you have that equity from the bank, you have already wrote yourself in, and there is no way you can out of it unless you pay out that 1.8. This kind of project is not meant for us for now. We have not developed to that kind of upgrading that Blackgrad is bringing on board. I've met a Nigeria people that give us the app free of charge. And I asked him, how do you make your money? He told me that advertisement, the data on that app, we make him to service the app. And doesn't need much staff. 3 or 4 staff can manage it for us. Why the Lagos State cannot do that one for us? Let me give you an example of what happened in China before the dictate market. The government coming, but government provide the policy that will help the indigenous app to track. At the end of the day, when the Uber say that cannot compete market with them, they sell their part of their shares to them. That is why in China today you can only see BP, you cannot see Uber because Uber is just part of owner. Why our government cannot look inward and call for experts, not short cost, and let us have a project of 10 years, 15 years, not 4 years I want to get my own and get out of this fucking place. Until we listen to the 20 years project that we now plan it along the line, whoever that comes to government must continue. Our major problem is that there's no continuity on our policy and program. That is why we pass always.
All right, let's leave it at that and let's be mindful of our language, no matter how passionate we are about the things we're talking about. We'll listen again to our sponsor, Unicaf. We thank Unicaf for sponsoring the 15 minutes of Balogun and Broad today. Unicaf is a leading global institution that can help you get a degree abroad. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more information. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Don't go away.
This March, UNICAF joins forces with the Nigerian British Chamber of Commerce and Women in Leadership organization to empower women through education. So to all women out there, never lose an opportunity to study. UNICAF is now offering